Cocktail Bomb presents Blue Jam.
Visit us online at www.cocktailbomb.co.uk or chill.page.org.
So sad you cry, and in crying, cry a whole leopard from your eye.
Sad mammal.
If you angry so mad, ye tongue burst and mouth juice run, gallbladder bitter. When you sick so sad, you place your face in the puddle of a lay-by, waiting for lorry to splash it. And when you are inside the infinite misery jumper, pulling it over and over your head with no hope of ending, 'cause it's replicating at the waistband, and you never get out, then ye welcome. Oh, then ye off welcome in Blue Jam, Blue Jam, Blue Jam. It started in the park as I was lying down and my head hit a hard lump in the ground. I needed to lie down because the chemist had made a mistake and I'm used to a slightly milder antidepressant. When I dug the lump out of the ground, I saw that it was metallic with a handle. It looked a bit like an electric drill. There was a lever for your finger to rest against. I felt I ought to know what it was. I knew I'd seen lots of them in films. I thought the tobacconist might help. I pulled it out while I was buying half an ounce of Golden Virginia and some blue Rizzlers, but he just flew upset and started shouting. He threw money at me, which felt wrong, and told me to leave with whatever I wanted as long as I just get out. I took one £10 note and left him to his strange worries. At the bus stop there was a lady sitting in a way that reminded me of the nurse who used to sit at the front of our class in primary school. Maybe she'd know what this thing was. I fished it out, and she sort of gasped, fell off the seat sideways and seemed to be asleep suddenly. I thought I'd better do something. I flagged a passing taxi and pulled the sleeping lady into the back with me. The cabbie looked in his mirror. I pulled out the object and was about to ask him about it when he said, "I don't want any trouble. Where do you want to go?" The nocturnal mammal house in the zoo was the only place I really wanted to go at that moment. I use it sometimes to collect my thoughts. When we reached the zoo, I thanked the driver and left the lady in the cab with the tenner in her mouth. I didn't want to mess around with her pockets, and it was open. On my way to Night World, I could hear police sirens. Passers-by were staring at me more than usual. Behind me, some youths were laughing at a masturbating bonobo which had paused to be sick. I ducked through their gaggle and into an open door in the ape block. A keeper was tending his gibbons. Something about my sudden presence in the cage made him run off. Outside, a teacher was telling some children why the gibbon has long arms. Inside, a large gibbon demonstrated by grabbing my object by its nozzle and knocking me about the face. The children screamed. The teacher yelled, "Form a protective crocodile," and dived to the floor. The gibbon sniffed the instrument, scratched its head, and bang, I remembered what it was. The bullet hit the side of a forlorn elephant which had been repeatedly throwing its lunch of hay in the air. I think she was too depressed to notice. The gibbon was now excited and shot out through the open door. I stumbled after it, feeling a gloomy sense of danger as it headed towards the Mappin Bear Terraces. Through the turmoil, I could see a single Asiatic bear rocking dismally from side to side. The gibbon began firing randomly into its pit. As I launched myself into a smothering dive, I heard a loud crack and one of my thighs burst with pain. I rotated my head to see a tranquilizer dart sticking out of my leg and turned back to find myself missing the startled ape and plummeting into the bear's enclosure. Rolling around in dust, I began to feel vague. It seemed suddenly very hot, so I took my clothes off. The keeper who had fired the dart was shouting words like no and idiot. I found a roll-up. I lit it, took a deep drag, and offered it to the bear. With the cigarette in its mouth, it seemed to look happier. Then I knew I was collapsing because I do know exactly what that feels like. When I woke up, I was in a strange bed. Most beds are strange to me. An advertising executive I know called Susie was sitting next to me watching a television. It showed a wobbly camcorder view of a naked man offering a cigarette to a shaking bear and then falling over. A studio discussion followed these pictures. One man said we should be more careful with children and animals and the unemployed. He was interrupted by another who said, "Rubbish. This is just another tawdry example of the prank generation." He said the man responsible was probably an American. I felt myself wanting to agree with the first man, but actually agreeing with the second, though I've absolutely no idea why. Often at night I hear a crying sound coming out just below my nose.
Right, hello. Now what seems to be the problem?
Bad pain in my armpit.
Let's have a look then.
It's quite swollen.
Yes, that is rather bad, isn't it? Okay, you just hold your arm right up a moment. I'll just give that a little kiss. Hold still and... There we are. All right,
Okay.
you can put your cardi back on now. Okay, thanks very much.
Thanks.
Okay, bye-bye. Right, yes, do come in. Now, what seems to be the trouble?
I just seem to develop this kind of sore patch on my penis.
On your penis? I see. Have you had it long?
couple of days.
Any other symptoms? Any pain when passing water?
No.
Any discharge?
No.
I see. Right. Well, take your trousers down. Let's have a look at it, shall we? Yeah. Good. Yes. Right. Yes. Oh, I can see there's yes. It is a sore patch there, isn't it? All right. Well, just hold still a moment. I'm just going to give that a little kiss. All right. There we are. Okay. That's it. Well, that should sort it out for you. Okay.
Yep.
Pop back if there's any more trouble.
Thanks very much.
Okay then. Bye-bye.
Okay, Bob, if we can get on with this one.
Right. This is who we've got.
Got the K family. Got a trip to the Middle East.
Yes.
So,
Well, they'll need a malaria kiss and a hepatitis kiss and
Yeah.
a cholera kiss. They're not going to meet much cholera out there, but it'll make them feel better.
safer, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Fine.
Who else?
Mrs. Cole. Yep. Now she had an allergic reaction last time.
Was that Dr. Forrest who saw her last time?
Dr. Forrest and then yourself.
Oh, really?
Outside.
Both of us?
Yeah.
And she reacted against both? Goodness me. Well, we'd better give her a cross on a piece of paper and put it in an envelope and she can take it out and look at it when she needs to.
As and when.
Okay.
Fine. Mr. Gadsby, now his back's still very badly out, slip disc, so
Well, oh dear. Well, he'll need both of us kissing him for about 7 minutes today.
yeah. He's in at 11:15, so that should be all right with you.
Yes. Oh, good. You booked. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, well
Yeah.
done. Good. That'll give us enough time.
Yeah.
If that doesn't work, we'll get him booked into the hospital so the consultant can give him a kiss under general.
There's been an outbreak of nits in the St Margaret's primary school.
Oh, not again.
Yeah.
So they'll all be needing a kiss on the hair.
And we're going to need some sterile gauze for that.
Yes.
one.
Well, I don't want any contamination of my moustache. So yes. All right. Okay. Who else?
Okay. Oh, Mr. Fortune with the rheumatoid
Arthritis. Yes. Well, bring him in and we'll give him a wave just from the corner. From the corner of the room.
Fine.
All right.
Fine. What, from about sort of 6 feet away? Or?
Where was it last time?
He was on the couch and I was by the sink.
Well, let's just try another one of them.
Okay.
Dr. Forrest gave him a home visit the other week and waving at him for about half an hour and had no effect.
No
But,
joy there.
that's why I want him brought in here. I think he'll respond better to a wave from you. I think because you can really concentrate on him.
Yeah. Fine.
All right.
Okay, Bob.
That's a lot, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, my tea's gone cold. I won't have time for another one. I'll see you later on. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.
Vous avez lu l'histoire de Jesse James? Comment il vécut? Comment il est mort? Ça vous a plu, hein? Vous en demandez encore? Eh bien, écoutez l'histoire de Bonnie and Clyde. Alors voilà, Clyde a une petite amie. Elle est belle et son prénom c'est
Bonnie.
À eux deux, ils forment le gang Barrow. Leur nom
Bonnie Parker.
est Clyde Barrow.
Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie and Clyde. Moi, lorsque j'ai connu Clyde autrefois, c'était un gars loyal, honnête et droit.
Il faut croire que c'est la société qui m'a définitivement abîmé.
Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie and Clyde.
Qu'est-ce qu'on n'a pas écrit sur elle et moi?
On prétend que nous tuons de sang-froid.
C'est pas drôle mais on est bien.